Thank you. Mr. President, Presidents, Ministers, Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. I'm pleased and honored to have the occasion to address you a few words due to the invitation of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, my dear friend. At the initiative of President François Hollande, the Élysée Summit for Peace and Security in Africa was held a few months ago in Paris. It was a critical event as well for France and Africa, and as President Hollande said on this occasion, a new era is dawning. Africa is the world's new frontier. France, under President Hollande's presidency, has made its choice. France knows what is expected of it as a country, but not exclusively. We have a special relationship with Africa, but we are conscious that this relationship needs to be revitalized. It is up to France to deepen this relationship without trivializing it. It is up to France to forge ties with new generations without constantly looking to the past. France's new approach to Africa and a new African approach to France is a necessity. It is indeed time to decisively change our way of thinking. To move past the complexities of a passionate relationship, it is important to come up with another path than just aid and solidarity, and most important, finally consider Africa to be a land of considerable economic opportunity, a continent of the future. I do. Basically, it is time to establish together a relationship of shared economic interests between genuine partners by activating in both directions all the economic, human, and cultural flows that connect us. Today, France wants to reaffirm the common destiny we share with Africa. This destiny is based on security, as the recent events in Mali and in the Central African Republic have reminded us, and for which France, as you know, has assumed its responsibilities. This destiny is also environmental, and we share a short time deadline with the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Paris. This destiny is above all economic and human, and that is why I wanted to be with you here today. And this is why I accepted Ngozi's invitation, to whom I would like to extend my warmest thanks. France needs Africa. If we double exports to Africa, 200,000 jobs could be created in France over the next 5 years. Incidentally, I'm here in Nigeria. Nigeria is a crucial partner to France. It is our leading trade partner in sub-Saharan Africa. France exports to Nigeria in 2013 increased by 13%. Conversely, Africa can count on France. Your development depends, I know, on transfers of skills and technology, whilst at the same time ensuring that local jobs are generated. France and African businesses must sign agreements grounded in trust and co-location, in other words, in reciprocal benefits. We see globalization as including Africa as a vital link in the value chain. So we must be bold. What does it mean? Being bold means first and foremost being forward-looking. Last December, President Hollande announced the creation of a French-African Foundation for Growth with a purpose in mind, and entrusted Lionel Jinsou, who is here today, with setting it up with the assistance of my ministry, the Ministry of Finance, and the French Agency for Development. Private and public governmental interests in France and Africa could be combined to promote talents and companies on our two continents. I will talk about that maybe later on this morning. Being bold means being innovative. I'm convinced that Africa is also the continent of today and tomorrow for new technologies and innovation. This is already very true in the area of communications and mobile phones. This is also true when it comes to cultural innovation, and you know that France is committed to those values of the cultural exception. This innovation must also be financial in order to, for example, accelerate what is necessary in your continent, the construction of infrastructure. And there, the role of international donors and the French Agency for Development, whose president Anne Pogam is thanked for being here today, is vital in this area, and would like to thank them for their support and commitment. Lastly, being bold means working together. Being a convinced European, I fully believe that regional economic integration is a wonderful driver for growth. Ngozi, you explained at the French Ministry for the Economy and Finance on the 4th of December 2013 that South-South and North-South partnerships were both crucial. I completely agree with that. The road will be long, but I'm convinced that regional integration measures on whatever continent they are taken have the potential to generate a balanced, sustainable and inclusive development. I also believe very fundamentally that they can generate a profound collective citizen and cultural awareness. This is what the European experience, sometimes difficult, tell us. As you know, France supports EPA negotiation and is working alongside its African partners to establish sustainable and equitable trade relations with the EU, as recalled at the summit on 6th and 7th December in Paris. And so, let's move on. This is what I wanted to tell you. Let us advance towards boldness, confidently and determinedly, because it is the way forward for a new relationship between us. Thank you.